Hi, and thanks for joining us for our class today. So today we're going to do a full body workout and work from our tops to our toes. So we're going to do lots of lovely stretches and exercises. Some are a bit more challenging than others. So remember, always go to a level that suits you, because we want you to enjoy the class. So we'll start in standing, we'll move down onto our mats into 4-point kneeling, then onto our backs, and then into sitting as well today. So make sure you go to that level that suits you, and when you're ready, we'll get started. Okay, so we'll get started. So we're going to bring those toes apart and those heels apart, so those feet at that hip width distance. Just to start, we're going to transfer that weight coming to the fronts of your toes and then back onto your heels. So just gently forwards and back, and just find that midpoint between those two movements. That weight's nice and evenly down through those feet. Knees are soft, hands up onto that pelvis, and then very gently we're going to tilt the pelvis forward and tilting it back. So just gently forwards and back. And again, find that midpoint between those two movements, so that pelvis in a nice neutral position. Fantastic. That core is just gently engaged, just that 10-20%, remember. Ribs are soft, collarbones wide, and that neck nice and long and lifted. Fantastic. Okay, so let's just start by doing a few corkscrew movements. So we're going to bring my hands behind my head from here. So we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to open those elbows, reach up, breath in, and out. And relax down, good. And again, opening out, reaching up, breath in, and out, lowering down, good. And again, opening those elbows wide, reaching up, nice and tall, breath in, and slowly lowering back down, good. And again, opening out, reaching up, breath in, and lowering down. Now this time when we lower down, we're going to add in a side bend, and the opposite side, and back to the center, good. And again, reaching up, lowering down, adding that side bend, good, and reaching up, well done, lowering down, add that side bend, good, and reaching up, and side bend, dropping down, lovely, breath in, and lowering down, last time, side bend here, and then lower those arms back down. Well done, and relaxing those shoulders. Very good. Okay, so we're just going to start by opening our chest out a little bit further with our cleopatra movement. So take your elbows into your side. So take a breath in here. As you breathe out, we're going to open out and reach those hands away and folding back in. Good. So we're going to open out, reach the hands away, and then coming back down. Well done. And again, open out that chest, neck staying nice and long, and folding back in. Good. So we open those arms out. And as we're opening the arms out, we're just gently squeezing those shoulder blades gently together and opening those arms wide. Good. So open out, reach away, folding back. Good. My neck staying long, not lifting through those shoulders. I'm just lengthening them away. Good. Still keeping that core just gently engaged still. And back. So opening out, reaching away and folding back. Lovely. And again, opening out, reach away. Folding back here. Now on this next one, we're going to open out, reach away, lengthen through those fingertips, turn those palms down, so really feel those, just wiggle those fingers, feel that lengthening through those fingertips, and we're just going to do a few little circles around one way. So just circling with those arms, just keeping them at that shoulder height level, neck still staying long, that chin tucked in, just breathing in and out here, not holding your breath, just circling round, good. Circling with those arms, good. And then let's go back the other way. So circling around, nice and slowly with those arms, good. Circling around, breathing in and out here, nice and slowly, keeping that control, well done. Last few. And coming back to that center, palms back up to the ceiling, and then fold those hands back in, relax those arms down, well done. Just relax those shoulders, good. Okay, so let's give our shoulders a rest, and we're just going to work our legs a little bit here. So keeping that core engaged, we're going to keep our pelvis level, and we're going to do some leg movements out to the side. Okay, so we're going to bring one leg, stand on one leg, make sure that knee isn't locked out, and we're going to reach one leg away and come back down. If that feels too much, just toe tap out to the side. But if you can, we're going to flex the foot and reaching out to the side. Now keeping it nice and central here. Good. That core's engaged, and I'm just opening out, working these side glute muscles here, but this leg you're standing on is working really hard as well to support you, so you're going to feel it in that leg as well. Good, so opening out, folding back. Good, so it's not a huge movement. I'm still keeping that pelvis level and my body staying in that centre. If you find you're kind of going over one way, then just make that movement a little bit smaller. Good. Opening out, this leg's knees soft, but working hard to support me. Good. A few more here. Reaching and back. Good. And back. Lovely. And one more. And fold back down. Very good. Okay, so let's do the same on the other side. So that leg you're standing on, knees soft, and we're going to just reach out to the side and back. So either with the toe just tapping out, or if you can, we're going to flex the foot and reach away. Keeping that centre the same, that pelvis level. So we're working these side glute muscles, but actually on both sides. So we're working them to bring that leg out, but they're also working really hard to stabilise on this other side. So this knee soft, not locked back, opening out. Good, well done. Good, reaching out and folding back. Well done. A few more here. Still breathing in and out, not holding your breath. Well done. Reaching and back. So that centre staying the same, pelvis level. Good. And let's do last one. And then fold that leg back down. Well done. Just give those legs a little wiggle. Okay, so bring those legs back, those feet back to that hip width distance apart. So we're going to do a few squats down from here. Okay, so just imagine you've got a chair behind you and you're sitting that bottom back onto that chair. Okay, so we're going to drop down and lift up. So imagine you've got that chair behind you, you're sticking that bottom out onto it. Those knees are staying in line with those toes and staying in that hip width distance apart, okay? So they're not knocking in or going out, keeping that hip width distance as you drop down. So we can add those arms in front as we drop down, lift up. Good, so breathe in, drop down, breathe out, lift up. Dropping down, lifting up, good. Just kicking in. So the lower you go, the harder it is. So just go to where you're comfortable, okay? So if you need to make that a little bit shallower movement, you're still going to work those muscles just as well. So just go to where you're comfortable. Good. Dropping down, lifting up. Okay, now on this next one, we're going to drop down and we're going to hold this here. Now if you can, I want you to raise a heel and then the other heel. So we're going to alternate here, raising our heels off the ground. Good. Staying in that squat position if you can. Lifting each side. Well done. Still breathing in and out. Well done. Lifting and lowering. Good. Good. One more each side. Raise the heel. Back to that centre and lifting back up. Whew, well done. Okay. So let's just do a few roll downs from here. So we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to drop that chin down and curl slowly down towards the floor. So breath in here, and as you breathe out, we're slowly going to peel and restack that spine back up into standing. Good. Now I'm going to come to the end of my mat so you can see that roll down. And also we're going to roll down in a little bit into 4-point kneeling. So we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, tuck that chin down, curling, rolling down slowly down towards the floor. Take a breath in at the end here. Then as you breathe out, slowly restacking, nice and slowly back up, nice and tall into standing. Good. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, tucking that chin down, rolling those hands slowly down towards the floor. Soften the knees if you need to. Breath in here. And as you breathe out, just slowly restacking that spine back up into standing. Good. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, tuck that chin down, really curl yourself down slowly into that C shape, rolling to the ground. Breath in here. And then as you breathe out, gently peeling back up into standing. Well done. We'll do one more time, but we're going to roll down into 4-point kneeling. So if you want to, come to the end of your mat. So breath in. As you breathe out, tuck that chin down, rolling slowly down towards the floor. Take a breath in here. Just hold this position as you breathe out. Just sink down that little bit further if you can. Soften the knees. Breath in. And as you breathe out, we're going to walk our hands forward. We're going to slowly come down into 4-point kneeling here. And we're going to continue the class here. Okay, so we're going to continue the class from here. So our hands underneath those shoulders, knees under those hips, just gently drawing that core in and tucking that
tailbone under to begin with. Fantastic. So we're going to tuck the toes under here, and I want you to bring your hands another hand and a half just in front, because we're going to go up into some planks. So take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to lift up, reach forwards, breath in, and as you breathe out, slowly lower back down. Good, and again, breath in. As you breathe out, lift up, reach forwards, breath in, and as you breathe out, lowering back down. Very good, and again, breath in. As you breathe out, lift up, reach forward, stretching through those legs, breath in, and as you breathe out, lowering back down. Good, and again, breath in. As you breathe out, lift up, reach forward, breath in to hold, and as you breathe out, lowering back down. Good, now on this next one, we're going to add some mountain climb movement. So we're going to breath in, and as you breathe out, lift up, reach forward, holding this here, and we're going to bring the legs in, alternating sides, tapping that foot inwards, moving through here. Good. Bring those legs in and out. Good. Lovely. Keeping that control, elbows soft, not locked back, alternating sides. Good. Right, let's see if we can do 8 more here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to that start, breath in. As we breathe out, lowering back down. Good, well done. Okay, so bring those hands back so they're underneath those shoulders here, and those elbows are soft. We're going to do some fire hydrants. So these are going to work our glutes, work through our sides here. So still keeping that core engaged, that tailbone tucked under. We're going to keep the knee bent and bring the leg out to the side and then come back. So opening out and folding back. So breathe out as you open out, breathe in as you fold back. Now really keeping that back relatively flat. If you're finding that your body's twisting, when you're doing this kind of movement, you're probably going a little bit too far. So just keep that control as you're opening out and folding back. Good. The weight should be fairly evenly distributed on the other remaining points. So just keep that core engaged, opening out and folding back. Good. You can do a few more here, opening out. Keep that neck long. Open and fold back. So just opening up through those hips and really working those side glute muscles, those glute med muscles here. Good. Opening out, folding back. Wonderful. Last couple. Good. Let's do one more. And fold back. Very good. Okay, let's do the same on the other side. So still keep that core engaged, elbows soft, and we're going to open out and fold back. Remember, not too big a movement. Still keeping that control through the pelvis. We don't want to feel our whole body twisting like that. Just keep that control. Good. Opening out, folding back. Breathe out as you open out. Breathe in as you fold back if you can. And fold back. Well done. And folding back. Keeping the control here. Remember, weight fairly evenly distributed on those remaining points as well. We're not seeing too much rotation through that pelvis. Good. Opening out. You can feel that other leg working that's on the ground. So it's a bit of a double whammy here because this side is really working to stabilise as well. Good. Opening out and back. A few more here. Keeping that control. Well done. Last couple. And one more here. And fold back. Well done. Okay. So coming back to that start, you can stay on your wrists if that's more comfortable, but if you can, we're going to come down onto our elbows from here, just give those wrists a little bit of a break. So still keeping them at that shoulder distance apart. We're going to keep the knee bent again in this position, and we're going to bring the heel up towards the ceiling and fold that leg back in. So we're going to push that ceiling off with that heel. So really keeping that knee bent, folding in, lifting up. So we're extending through that hip as we lift up, fold back in. Good. Fold in, lift up. If you can, breathe out as you lift up, breathe in as you fold in. Good. Folding in, lifting up. Folding in, lifting up. Good. So we're really working those bottom muscles here. Again, that stabilizing side's working as well to support you. So lift up, fold in, lifting up, folding in. So just lifting that heel up towards the ceiling. I'm keeping that knee at that 90-degree angle as I fold it in and push it up. Good. Fold in, push up. Lovely. Really feeling those glutes working here. Okay, on this next one, we're going to lift up. We're going to hold this here, and we're going to do 8 little pulses. So we go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and fold back in. Very good. Okay, so let's do the same on the other side. So keeping that knee bent, we're going to lift up and fold back in. So lifting up, folding back in. So reaching that heel up to the ceiling, fold in. So extending in that hip. Good. Working those bottom muscles as you're lifting up, folding back. Lifting up, folding back. Good. Lift up, fold back. Well done. Keeping that control. Keep that core engaged as well as you're lifting, folding back. Good. Neck staying long as well. Looking down onto that mat. Good. Lift up, fold back. Lifting up, fold back. Good. So breathe out as you lift up. Breathe in to fold back if you can. Good. Last few. Folding back. Now on this next one, we're going to lift up. Hold that here. We're going to do those 8 little pulses. So we go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower back down. Well done. Drop down. We're going to stretch out here. So just relaxing down into that stretch, just sinking down that little bit further if you can. Reach those fingertips away and drop that bottom down onto those heels. So really breathe in on the out breath, just relaxing down into that stretch here. Good. Breath in. Then as you breathe out, relaxing down that little bit further. Good. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, sink down just that little bit further. Well done. Relaxing out through those lower back and those arms. Very good. So we're going to slowly walk our hands back up from here. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to come down onto our backs. So carry on the class here. So we just come round and down onto your back here. So just like we normally do, just have those feet that hip width distance apart. Just to begin with, we're going to tilt that pelvis forwards and back. So just looking to find that midpoint between those two movements. So that pelvis in a nice neutral position. That core's gently engaged, ribs are soft, collarbones wide, and that neck nice and lengthened here as well. Good, so relax those arms down by your side, and we're going to start with the bridge. So we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to tuck that pelvis under, lifting up into this bridge. Breath in here. Then as you breathe out, walk that spine slowly back down onto the mat. Good, and again, breath in. As you breathe out, tucking that pelvis under, use those bottom muscles and lifting up into that bridge. Breath in here. Then as you breathe out, slowly peeling and walking that spine back down. Good, and again, breath in. As you breathe out, tucking that pelvis under, lifting up into that bridge. Breath in here. And as you breathe out, walking slowly back down onto the mat. Good, and again, breath in. As you breathe out, tucking that pelvis under, lifting up into this bridge. Breath in here. Then as you breathe out, walk slowly that spine back down. Good. Now we're going to carry on, but we're going to combine in our scissors movement. So we're going to come up into this bridge again. Now keep this lifted, and if you can, we're going to raise one leg, tap down, opposite leg, tap down, and again each side, and tap, lift up, and tap, breath in, and as you breathe out, walking that spine back down. Good, and again, breath in. As you breathe out, tucking that pelvis under, lifting up. Now keeping those knees bent when we add this lift in, just like we do in our scissors, we lift up and tap. Good, each side again, lift up, tap down, lift up, and tap. Good, breath in. As you breathe out, walking that spine slowly down. Good, and again, breath in. As you breathe out, tucking that pelvis under, lifting up into this bridge, breath in here. And as we breathe out, lift up, tap down, lift up, tap down. Good. Tapping, and again, lift up, tap down, lift up, tap down. And again, lift up, tap down, well done. And lift up, tap down. Good, breath in. As you breathe out, walking that spine slowly down, well done. And again, breath in. As we breathe out, tucking that pelvis under, lifting up into that bridge, keep that pelvis nice and level, well done. Lift up, tap down. Lift up, down. Lift up, tap down, good. Lift up, tap down. And one more each side again. Lift up, tap down. Lift lift up, tap down. Good, breath in. And as you breathe out, walking slowly down onto the mat here. Well done, we're going to do one last time. Okay, so breath in. As you breathe out, tuck that pelvis under, lift up into that bottom. Keep that bottom engaged, keep that pelvis level here. And we're going to lift up, tap down. Lift up, tap down. Good. And again, one more each side. Breath in here. And as you breathe out, slowly walk that spine back down onto the mat from here. Very good. Okay, so coming back to that start position, that pelvis again in that nice neutral position. Tilt that pelvis again if you need to. Find that core engaged, neutral pelvis. Ribs soft, collarbones wide. Okay, so we're going to go into a one leg stretch. So we're going to float one leg up into tabletop. From here, we're going to lengthen one leg away, folding back and lower back down. The opposite leg lifted. Lengthen the leg away, fold back and lower. And again, lengthen away, fold back and lower. Good, lift up, lengthen and back. Good, so if that's comfortable here, we can either stay at this level, or if you want to, we can float both legs up into double tabletop and then lengthening out, folding back. Breathe out as you lengthen the leg away, breathe in as you fold back. Good, so we're keeping that control. Make sure you're not letting your back arch or your pelvis tilt. You're keeping that neutral position as you lengthen through the leg. Good. Lengthen and lower. Good. So we're lengthening, folding back. Breathe out as you lengthen, breathe in as you fold back if you can. And we're alternating sides here. Lengthen and back. Good. Now lengthen and back. Very good. Keep going here. Now remember, picking your level, either single leg or we can go into that doubled leg. If you want a bit of an extra challenge for the last few, we can lift our head up into this abdo prep position, one hand on one knee, and we're going to lengthen and switch. We go a little bit faster, breathing in and out. So breathe in for 2 and out for 2. Good. So we're going to keep going here if you can. If that feels too much of a challenge, then just lower the head and go back to that double tabletop or the single tabletop, okay? So still breathing in and out, whatever level you're working on, not holding your breath. Good. Keep going here if you can. Good. Lengthening, keeping that core engaged. Very good, well done. Last few. Good. Alternating sides. Well done. Let's do one more breath in and out. And folding back. Lower that head if it's lifted and then lower those legs back down. Very good. Let's bring those knees in and have a quick hug and just stretch out through that back. Well done. So breathing in and out. On that out breath if you can, just sink down into that stretch. Have a little rock there if you want to. No tension through that upper body. Just relax down into that stretch here. Good. Breath in. And as you breathe out, just sinking down that little bit further. Well done. Breath in. And out. Relaxing down into that stretch. Well done. One more breath in. And as you breathe out, relaxing down. Very good. And just lower those legs down one at a time. Coming back to that start position. Good, okay, so feet and knees at hip width distance apart again. If you need to, just quickly tilt that pelvis forwards and back just to make sure you're in that neutral position again. That core's gently engaged, ribs soft, collarbones wide. Well done. So we're going to go into our hip twist movement here. So imagine you've got those headlights on those hip bones. They're pointing up to the ceiling. And we're going to let one leg fall out to the side. Use those toe muscles to bring that leg back up to that centre. And again, dropping that knee over, using those toe muscles, bringing the knee back to the centre. Well done. So we're alternating sides here, opening out and folding back. Good. If you can, we're going to breathe out as we open out, breathe in as we fold back. Good. Opening out, breathe in as we fold back. Good. And now, well done. Opening out, folding back. Well done. Opening out. And folding back, well done. And fold back, well done. Good. Now if that's comfortable here, either stay in this position or we can rent one leg into single tabletop, opening out, folding back, lowering, alternating sides. If you're comfortable there still, you can bring both up into double tabletop, opening out. Now, as you go through those levels, you might find that the movement gets a little bit smaller, and that's completely normal, that's fine. So just keeping the control, that's the important thing. And those hip bones pointing up to the ceiling. So if you're finding that they're wavering, your headlights are going off to the side, then you're probably moving a little bit too fast. So just make that movement a little bit smaller. Good. So opening out, folding back. Still breathing out to open out, breathe in to fold back. So nice and controlled, not too quick. Keep that control, that core engaged as you're opening out. So either of those feet down, single leg, or into this double leg. Well done. Opening out here. So really controlling that movement from that pelvis, opening out through those hips. Very good. And folding back. We'll just do a few more here. And folding back. Well done. Opening out, folding back. Good. Last few. Opening out and folding back. Well done. Opening out, fold back. Let's do one more each side. And then coming back to that centre and lowering those legs down one at a time from here. Very good. So bring those feet back to that hip width distance apart. Starting that neutral pelvis again if you need to, just a little tilt. Core engage, arms relaxed down by your side. Okay, so we're going to go back into a bridge movement here. So you can take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to tuck that pelvis under, lifting up into that bridge. Breath in here, and as you breathe out, walking that spine slowly back down onto the mat. Good. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, tucking that pelvis under, lifting up into that bridge. And this time, if you can, we're going to float our hands up to the ceiling. Breath in here. And as you breathe out, we're going to slowly peel down onto the mat. And as we bring our arms down, we're going to lift up into a little abdo prep. Breath in. As you breathe out, roll back down. And again, we're going to peel our spine up into a bridge. Float the hands up to the ceiling again. Breath in. As we breathe out, walking that spine down. And then lowering the hands. As we lower the hands, we're going to lift into a little abdo prep. Breath in and out, rolling down. Peeling that bottom back up again and float those hands up to the ceiling. Good. Breath in. As you breathe out, tucking that pelvis under. And then as we lower the hands, just lifting into that abdo prep. If that feels too much to lift into the abdo prep, just come down with those arms, okay? Breath in. As you breathe out, lifting up. Float those hands up. Breath in here. And as you breathe out, walking that spine down. And then bring the arms down to follow and lift into an abdo prep. Good. Lower back down. Float those bottom back up into a bridge. Follow the arms up towards the ceiling. Breath in here. And as you breathe out, walking down. Float the hands down and follow into an abdo prep. Good. Lowering down. Lifting up into a bridge. Breath in. And as you're peeling down, float the hands down. Follow into abdo prep. Good. Last couple here. Lifting up that bottom, following with the arms. Breath in. As you breathe out, tucking down and under. Float those hands down and follow into that abdo prep. Good. Tucking down. Lifting up, flowing with those arms too. Breath in. As you breathe out, tucking under. Float the hands down and follow into an abdo prep. Okay, we're going to do one last one. So lifting up that bridge, float those hands up to the ceiling. Breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to slowly come down. Come down with those arms, following an abdo prep. And if you can, we're going to come all the way up into sitting from here. Good, well done. So just coming into sitting. We're going to have our legs out in front here and our hands just behind us. So palms onto the ground, fingers pointing forwards, just behind our bottoms here. Okay, so chest nice and wide. We're going to do a few tricep dips here. So keeping that chest wide, imagine you've got a light there, you're going to point it up to that wall in front of you. And we're going to dip down and lift up. Good. So dip down, lift up. So keep those shoulders wide, dip down, lift up. So just working those upper arms, dip down, lift up. Good. Dipping down, lift up. Lovely. And again, dip down, lift up. Good. And again, dip down, lift up. And again, dip down, lift up. Very good. Dip down, lift up. Well done. And again, dip down, lift up. Lovely. Okay, so let's do 8 more here. So we're going to go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and lift back up. Very good. Okay, so coming back forwards, bend those knees this time. So make sure that weight's sort of going evenly down through those sitting bones. Sitting up nice and tall, lengthen through that neck. So we're going to do some half roll backs from here. So bring our arms in front. We're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to tilt that pelvis down and roll back halfway. Breath in. As you breathe out, restacking. Good. And again, breath in. Slowly lowering down. And then restacking this time nice and tall. Bring those arms up to the ceiling. Good. So lowering down, peeling down, and restacking nice and tall back into sitting. Good. And again, lowering down. Good. Just rolling back and peeling up nice and tall, lifting tall. Now obviously the further you go back, the harder it is to come back up again. So just go to where you're comfortable, okay? You can roll down a little bit further if you feel you can, but remember you've got to really restack and lift back up. Good. So just pick what's comfortable, rolling down and restacking nice and tall. And again, tucking under, rolling back, and restacking nice and tall. Good. And again, lowering down and restacking nice and tall. Lovely. A few more here. Really using those tummy muscles to help bring you back up and control lowering you down. Good. Restacking nice and tall. Let's do one last one. Lowering down. And then restacking nice and tall from there. Float those arms back down. Very good. So either have those legs back in front or you can cross your legs. We're just going to stretch through our upper backs with our spine twist movement. So bring your hands into that sort of Cossack position here. Still really lifted through the crown of that head. We'll take a breath in. As you breathe out, turning that body around, breath in. And as you breathe out, back to that centre. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, turning that body around, breath in. And as you breathe out, back to that centre. Good. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, rotating that body around, breath in. And as you breathe out, back to that centre. Good. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, rotating that upper body around, breath in. And as you breathe out, back to the centre. Good. Just do a few more here, just rotating and stretching through that upper spine, following around with your head as well. Just rotating that neck gently. And back. Well done. And again, rotating around, breath in and out. Last one each side. And back. And again. And back to that centre. Relax those arms down, relax those shoulders. Very good. So bring those legs back out in front. And we're going to come back down now onto our mat. So breath in. As you breathe out, just lower. You can lower down and roll down if you want to. Lowering down onto the mats from here. Very good. So either arms down by your side or out to the side of you. We're going to stretch out through our spines with that rotation movement. So take a breath in. As you breathe out, drop those knees over to one side. Turn your head to the opposite side if you can. Then slowly coming back up and over to that opposite side. So just opening out through that spine, coming back up and over to that opposite side. So just enjoying that stretch, dropping those knees over, coming back up, dropping those knees over, turning that head, and then lifting back up and over. So just rotating side to side from here, opening out through that spine, coming back up and over to that opposite side. Good, so use those toe muscles to help bring those knees back up and dropping them over to that opposite side. Well done. Then coming back up and dropping over. Well done. Just a few more here, dropping over side to side, coming back up and over to that opposite side. So just opening out through that spine, just a lovely stretch to do. Just relaxing into that movement. Good, and back up and over onto that opposite side. And back up, well done. Lovely. I'm going to do one more each side. And coming back up and over last time. And then back to that centre. Well done. Bring those arms back down. Good. Okay, so let's just stretch through our legs now. So we're going to bring one knee up to the ceiling, lengthen through the back of the leg, feeling that stretch through the back of the leg here, and we're going to hold this stretch. So use your hands to support that leg if you want to. So breathing in and out, relaxing down, no tension in that upper body, holding that stretch. Breath in and out, relaxing down. Toes pointing up to the ceiling. Good. And if you can, we're going to point and flex through the foot here. Just changing that stretch slightly, just adding a little bit of ankle movement in. Good. And then toes pointing up to the ceiling again, holding this stretch. Well done. Breathing in and out. Just sinking down into that stretch if you can. Well done. And then lowering that leg down. Excellent. Same the other side. Knee up to the ceiling. Lengthen through the back of the leg. Feeling that stretch through the back of the leg here into those hamstrings. Toes pointing up to the ceiling. Use your hands just to support the leg there if you can. Breathing in and out. Just holding this position. Good. Breath in and out. Relaxing down. Well done. Breath in, out. And if you can, we'll change your stretch just slightly and add that ankle movement. So point and flex through the foot. Good. Pointing and flexing. Just changing that stretch slightly. Moving through that movement of the ankle. And then pointing those toes up to the ceiling again. Holding that stretch, just lengthening through the back of the leg here. Well done. Breathing in and out. Good. And then lowering that leg. Excellent. Now we're going to stretch out those bottom muscles that we've worked hard. So we're going to put one foot onto the opposite knee. Allow this leg just to relax open there through that hip. If that's enough of a stretch, then just stay there. Or if you can, we'll bring the other leg up and towards you just as far as you feel comfortable. And we're going to hold this stretch here. So just breathing in and out. On that out breath, if you can, sink down into that stretch just that little bit further if you can. Now holding this stretch here. So just breathing in and out. Sinking down that little bit further if you can. Well done. Breath in and out. Holding this stretch. Well done. And again, breath in and out. Good. And again, breath in and out here. Sinking down. Well done. Good. And then just gently lowering that leg back down. Then we do the same on the other side. Opposite foot onto the other knee. Allow the leg just to relax open there. If that's enough of a stretch, just stay in that position. If you can, we use our hands to bring the other leg up in towards you, just as far as you're comfortable, feeling that stretch into that bottom upper thigh there. We're going to hold this position, breathing in and out. On that out breath, if you can, sink down just that little bit further into that stretch if you can. Breath in and out, relaxing down. And again, breath in, sinking down into that stretch on that out breath. No tension to that upper body. Keep those shoulders dropped down and relax. That neck's long. Good. Breath in and out. Relaxing down. Well done. One more breath in and out here. And just slowly lowering that leg back down. Very good. Okay, so we're going to slowly come back up into sitting. So either sitting with your legs crossed or your legs out in front, however you're comfortable, or sitting on a block. We're just going to do a few more stretches to finish here. Okay, so we're going to stretch out through our necks. So I want you just to drop your chin down towards your right knee and just feel that lengthening through that opposite side of the neck. As you breathe out, really sink those shoulders down. If they're lifted, there's any tension there, just really sink those down just to open out and stretch through that neck. Good. Breathing in and out, just relaxing down through those shoulders. Good. And out. And I just want you to slowly drop that chin down towards your chest, just lengthening through the back of the neck here. And then I want you to look towards that left knee, just feeling that stretch again to the opposite side of the neck, sinking that shoulder down, breath in and out, sinking those shoulders down, looking to that left knee, just lengthening through those muscles. Good, breath in and out, sinking down. Well done. Then we're going to slowly drop that chin to that chest again, just lengthen through the back of the neck, and then just slowly peel that neck back up so it's coming up nice and tall. Good. And then we're going to turn our heads now just to rotate our neck. So breath in, as you breathe out, rotate your neck around. Again, lengthening through that opposite side, shoulders drop down. Breathe in here
And as you breathe out, bring that head back to the centre. Breath in. As you breathe out, turning that head around, opening out, lengthen through that opposite side. Breath in. And as you breathe out, back to that centre. Well done. One more each side. Rotating that head around, lengthening out through that neck. And back to that centre. Well done. Last time. Rotating around. Breath in. And as you breathe out, back to that centre. Well done. Now we're just going to do a couple of mermaids to finish here. So we're going to put one hand down. We're going to reach one arm up and over. Just lengthen through that side. Breath in here. As you breathe out, coming back up to that centre. Good. And again, reaching over, opening out through that spine. Breath in. And as you breathe out, back up and over. Good. One more each side. Dropping that hand down, reaching over. Good. Lengthening through that side. Lifting back up. Last time, reaching over. Breath in here. And as you breathe out, back up and over. And just relax those shoulders down. Fantastic. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the class today, and we'll see you again next time.